Hello and welcome to a new video. And as you can see, it's a mystery parcel. Um, it came pretty quickly from when I ordered it, and I got it for a good price. It is a sequel to a franchise, which I don't know how many sequels they've made already, and it's still something special and unique about a particular item. So I'm also hoping that the condition of it is actually really good, because obviously you can never tell how it's sold or been shown, and then obviously you get it and it's not in a great condition. Also, obviously, that when it's in transit, um, obviously the things can happen where bumps and damages can happen to the thing. I'm a little bit disappointed because knowing what the item is, that it wasn't packaged a lot better. Which you'll see what I mean once this is opened up. So I'm kind of a bit optimistic about the condition of the actual item itself, and it was used to begin with. So I'm just hoping there's not too many dents in it, so you can have a little bit of a clue as to what it is. So we shall commence the unboxing. I can open this without breaking my finger into or desiccating it. That's quite heavy as well. And this is of the movie Cars 2. And this is obviously the sequel to Cars. And this was a Disney movie via Pixar. This was directed by John Lasseter and screenplay by Brian Quinn. Story by John Lasseter, Brad Lewis, and Dan Fogelman, and produced by Denise Realm. And its the voices are Larry the Cable Guy, Owen Wilson, Michael Caine, Emily Mortimer, John Turturro, and Eddie Izzard. And the original release date of the movie was June 18th, 2011 in Hollywood, and on June 24th, 2011 in the United States. And the running time was 106 minutes, and it was made at a budget of $200 million, and the box office was $559.8 million. So I'm just see if there's any. Apparently there was a Cars 3 that was released in June 16th, 2017, but it was a different director. And there had been spin-offs. One was titled Planes, which was produced by Disney Toon Studio and was released on August 9th, 2013. A sequel to Planes titled Planes and Fire and Rescue was released on July 18th, 2014. Now, I do own the first movie on as a Blu-ray steelbook, but it's different, as you can see. Where it's this one is debossed. I don't know if you can see that some of it's raised. You can see then it's kind of got a border around there, and it has a matte finish. And you got a thing around there. And then you get two discs. I think one of it's the normal Blu-ray, and this is the 3D Blu-ray that you get with it. So at least these two match. I don't know if they've released a Blu-ray steelbook for Cars 3. So it's a bit interesting. Now this I got from Music Magpie for £3.50. A lot of other sellers on eBay were selling it for around about the same price. I think they were virtually brand new ones, but obviously you have to pay a lot more money. But for £3.50, I think that's an absolute bargain there. So you got the back of it there. It wouldn't be surprised me if this doesn't have any artwork in it, because it just, or even in the inside of it, just looks like the type of steelbook. But obviously that wouldn't do that, because you can get plain ones. And it says, from the creators of Cars, Up, and Toy Story 3 comes a new Pixar classic in the high-octane Blu-ray. Star race car Lightning McQueen, Owen Wilson, and the incomparable low truck mater Larry the Cable Guy take their friendship to exciting new places when they head overseas to compete in the first ever World Grand Prix to determine the world's fastest car, but the Road to Championship is filled with plenty of potholes, detours, and hilarious surprises when Matey gets caught up in integral adventure of his own and international espionage. Experience all the fast-paced fun with an all-car cast, plus enjoy the fabulous, never ever before seen short film Air Matey, or where it's pronounced. It's a pedal to the metal excitement from start to finish. And the video is 1080p high definition, 16:9, so that's 2:3, 9:1. Audio DTS 7.1, HDMA. English enhances DTS 5.1, HDM. English DTS 5.1, Dutch Dolby Digital 5.1, Belgium, and Dolby 2.0 audio described English. Subtitles English and English for the hearing impaired, and Dutch. And bonus features, you don't get very many. You just get Toy Story tunes, Hawaiian Vacation, and Air Matey. So that's all you get. So far, the condition of it looks really great. So that's the back. That's the side, the spine. And the front looks in pretty good condition. I might give it a little bit of a polish. But it looks in really good condition. For £3.50, can't really complain. And wow, can't complain even more so, because you do get the inner artwork or the back of the Blu-ray Steelbook. You get, this is the DVD. So you get, this is the DVD of the actual movie. And the second, and then this is the actual Blu-ray. And you can see, if I can pop this over here, you can see the art there. So that looks really great. Highly detailed as well. So hopefully it's picking up well on camera. Still, but the DVD needs to be a little bit, I'm gonna have to clean it if I'm not really gonna wash the DVD version of it. Also gonna go for Blu-ray. And there's some fingerprints on the Blu-ray as well, which is a shame that they're meant to refurbish the stuff. So I'll be giving feedback that they should have at least cleaned it. Although it's not gonna be too much trouble for me to clean, and just use a lint-free cloth. But you know, you kind of expect that. They said they refurbish and their whether it's electrical products or DVD or Blu-ray media, or even if it's a video game CD, so you expect it to be a little bit, the condition of it to be a little bit cleaner. So that's a little bit disappointing there. But other than that, I was expecting the condition of the Blu-ray Steelbook to be a lot worse, considering obviously that it wasn't kind of well packaged. It was just packaged in a plastic film, and anything could have damaged it. And although that it is a Steelbook, they can be susceptible to bumps and damages during transit. So I'm lucky this time that this wasn't damaged. Now, in terms of the actual design of it, I do like the design of it where it's blue. The only thing that I think that the first Blu-ray Steelbook is a little bit better for me, a little bit better. It's not so much the color of it, but it's just the fact that what they've done, they've debossed certain parts of the front of the actual Blu-ray Steelbook, where it's debossed, and this is just completely flat. So that's the only thing that I would knock points off of this one. But other than that, it's a really good Blu-ray Steelbook, in my opinion. Pardon me, beverage. So that's where I would probably knock some points off, because of the fact that the first one, obviously is debossed and kind of makes the actual Steelbook stand out a little more. This isn't a bad Blu-ray Steelbook per se, but I think it would have been nice if they had debossed. I think which they could have done on the cars or on the actual title of the actual Blu-ray Steelbook. And again, it's in really good condition. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. It was like really bad scratches or even dents. so especially with it being second hand, but it looks almost as good as new in my opinion. So I'm really happy about that. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if there was with the third movie in the franchise, whether or not there's a steelbook of that. I'll probably have to do some little bit of research on that. So yeah, I'm happy I finally got this, and for a very good price. I said at around £3.50 with free delivery as well, and free delivery or shipping, however you want to describe it. So I'm really happy about that. So it's just another Blu-ray steelbook to add to the collection. As I said before, I don't buy many steelbooks anymore, brand new, especially because a lot of the time in the past I used to buy a lot of mine from like Zavvi, and the steelbooks would go from brand new would be anywhere between £15 and £20, and then after a while they would put them in a sale down to about £4.99, and then it'll be a free delivery. And they don't do them as cheap as that anymore from what I've seen, and then they charge you for delivery. And so a lot of the time when I find steelbooks, it's either if I see them on eBay, on Amazon Marketplace, or if I'm in somewhere like CEX and they're doing some good deals on some steelbooks. But even then, on steelbooks and CEX, right, I think they've worked out that they're worth it a little bit more than the standard Blu-ray, so they sometimes can overcharge them, and sometimes they don't. It's a bit weird. I don't know how it works these days, but yeah, I don't tend to buy Blu-ray steelbooks that often, even though I actually do love them, and I've got quite a few in my collection, and I would love to own a lot more of them. The only one I'm considering buying at the moment is of the new Superman movie, where I've seen the HMV steelbook exclusive, which is about £35, which I think it's got multiple discs in it, including the Blu-ray and the 4K disc as well, and that does look like a fantastic Blu-ray steelbook. So I'm probably going to put down some money, put down a couple of quid a week to make it easy to get it. Now I don't know if Amazon will be doing their own variation on the Blu-ray steelbook. If they don't, then I'll just get it from HMV. It's going to again depend on the actual artwork. But when it's especially with someone like Superman, which is a very near and dear character close to my heart, I'm definitely going to get that as a Blu-ray steelbook. Definitely going to get it. So I don't know when it comes out. It's probably going to be maybe at least 3 months after the movie comes out. So trying to think if it's July, end of July now. I would say probably October, the middle of October, the end of October, early November, roughly about that ballpark. I would say that's probably going to be when it's going to come out. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if I can pick that up, then I will be doing a Blu-ray unboxing of that, which will be my first brand new Blu-ray steelbook that I've done in years. So yeah, fingers crossed, I'll be able to do that at some point when it's released. So this is the Cars 2, the Blu-ray steelbook. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to share your friends and family. Also, give this video a thumbs up. I highly appreciate that. They allow people to follow YouTube channel content. Now, this is because of the YouTube algorithms favor the bigger YouTubers, so their channels get advertised on a YouTube recommendation page because of the algorithms. So it would be nice to get some new subscribers. Speaking of subscribers, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing if you want to see stuff like this, where it's Blu-ray steelbook unboxings, normal Blu-ray unboxings, on a rare occasion DVD unboxings, my Blu-ray and Blu-ray steelbook collections, whereas my limited edition DVD collection, a special edition collection, should I say. I recently, a few months ago, did the VHS cassette of the 1985 movie Back to the Future, so you can check out that. I followed it up with the 1999 sequel, Back to the Future Part 2 on VHS cassette, so you can check that out. And now I'll be following it up with Back to the Future Part 3 on VHS cassette. So eventually that will be filmed and uploaded. And a special thanks to a friend of mine who donated me her old copies of the VHS Back to the Future trilogy. So big thank you to them. Also, food and drink reviews. I've got something McDonald's related coming up, and I've recently done of the original recipe of Iron Brew, the 1901 recipes. You can check that out. And again, as before, there's going to be a McDonald's product I'll be reviewing as well, so you can stay tuned for that. And hopefully more food and more beverage and reviews on my YouTube channel. Also beauty products, whether it's body washes, shower gels, bath salts, aftershaves, facial products. I do that on my YouTube channel. And after a few weeks of use, I do follow-up videos as YouTube shorts, telling you if I recommend the products and whether or not they're money for value. So you can check that out as well. Electrical appliance unboxings, where I've done a microwave and 3 Vax products, 2 of which I'm going to be doing as follow-up reviews. art books, where I've done 3 so far. One of the movie Gemini Man, Black Panther Wakanda, and the art and making of Pacific Rim Uprising. These are hardback art books, normally go for anywhere between £30 to £35 brand new, but I got them anywhere between £2.99 to £4.99 from Forbidden Planet in Central London, Holborn. So if you're ever in the area, check them out. I do have some other art books which I've got from the summer of 2024. Christmas just gone, and the January sales just gone, of art books, and they will be video game, movie, and TV show related. So hopefully you'll be enjoying those, and also of other art books that I've got in my collection, mainly of superheroes, in particular the Dark Knight trilogy, and the James Bond franchise. You've got that to look forward to as well. Video game unboxings, video game playthroughs, comics, my comic book collection, comic book graphic novels, of which recently I've done Batman and the Three Jokers, so you can check that out. And there'll be many more graphic novels, DC and Marvel, coming up on my YouTube channel. Also statues and figures. You can check out my recently video of the Spin Master Superman 6-inch figure, which is based on the new Superman. So you can check that out. Also of the figure Superboy Prime, which is from the McFarlane Toys, which I did from a good few months ago. So you can check out that. Also, I've done some other some other figures and statues, especially with the Artifacts Justice League statues from a few years ago, which were based on the New 52, which were donated to me by a friend of mine. So you can check out those videos. I might do them again as YouTube shorts, so you can check out those videos. So I might even do one after this as a YouTube short. You can check it out. I might do one in the morning, actually. So you can check out those. And I do have some other figures that I've recently picked up. One of a superhero, one on the relation of the 1986 animated movie, Transformers the movie, which I've not bought anything Transformers related in the last 2.5 decades, so that's going to be fun. Also a video game character of a popular video game franchise you got that to check out, and something Back to the Future related as well. So you got all loads of figures, and the figures that I got from previous January sales and summer sales and Christmas as well, and January sales. So there's been low. I've got quite a few, and I'm looking at them now. So you're going to be in for a treat when it comes to stuff like that. Also, DIY products, gadgets, and also film memorabilia stuff. Again, I've got something Back to the Future related coming up on that. Also, accessories, whether it's for example, the Xbox, the different batch packs for the Xbox controller. So you get a comparison video, so you can check out that. Also, a glass screen protector for the Nintendo Switch 2, where I've done a video unboxing the product and another video installing it, so you can check out those videos. And also an unboxing video of Nintendo Switch 2, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment. I had to re-upload it because I don't know why it disappeared originally, so you can check out that. And also a series of comparison videos comparing the Switch 1 to the Switch 2 with the different components. You can check out those videos as well. And other accessories, should I say, I've done for mobile phones and laptops as well, should I say, which I've accidentally missed out. Also monthly vlogs, which tells what I'm up to for the last month, what I'm up to next month, and rank videos would be necessary. YouTube shorts as well. And so I think that's what I've done. Also a movie and TV show reviews and recommendations. I've recently seen the new Superman movie, so I've already done a first impressions of that, and I'll be doing a YouTube short. Fingers crossed, in the next week I should be seeing the Fantastic Four First Steps. Similar thing, first impressions, and a YouTube short review, and maybe spoilers on both movies if people are interested. And also I've done movie reviews of Sudden Death, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme and Powers Booth, the 1988 movie Godzilla. You can check out that review. It's a great Blu-ray steelbook, which I forgot I even had. Iron Man, that was the first one, starring Robert Downey Jr. It was directed by Jon Favreau. One of my favourite Marvel movies and one of my favourite Iron Man movies of the trilogy that were so far released. So I think also I've done Batman Returns, which is the sequel to the 1989 Batman movie. Great sequel and a great Blu-ray steelbook. Also Batman Forever, which is the sequel to that movie. Decent enough sequel, great Blu-ray steelbook. Also the Mission Impossible. Again, the first movie starring Tom Cruise, and it was directed by Brian De Palma. Great movie. It looks fantastic on Blu-ray. I would love to see it on 4K. Maybe one day I will, once I get the TV and stuff, and obviously rebuy it. Great Blu-ray steelbook. Also the 1918 movie Tron. the movie's still way ahead of its time. The special effects are, to me, it's still fantastic, still hold up. Again, fantastic Blu-ray Steelbook. Also the 1982 movie, Star Trek 2, the Wrath of Khan. One of my favorite Star Trek movies. You get 2 versions of the movie, whether it's on Blu-ray Steelbook or as a vanilla Blu-ray. You get the theatrical cut and the director's cut. Again, it's a fantastic Blu-ray Steelbook. And the sequel to that, which was Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock. Again, it is a decent enough sequel. Fantastic Blu-ray Steelbook. And we're following it up with Star Trek 4: The Voyage Home. And which I've got that as a Blu-ray Steelbook. And as I said before, we've got many more movies to review. Oh, it's not something over there. Old and new, especially now I'm going back to the cinema now, so it'll be a mixture of cinema stuff if it's something I like and what I have in my collection. And believe me, I've got a lot of movies anyway, so stay tuned for that. Christmas 2023, we hit 500 subs. Early 2024, we hit 600 subs, and as of the 22nd of July, we're nearly at 900 YouTube subscribers. So again, if you're a long-time subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. If you're a recent subscriber, again, I really appreciate you subscribing to my YouTube channel as well. And yeah, if there's any question that you want to ask about a particular product, then please feel free to ask in the comment section. Do the best I can in answering any question you may have. Hopefully you're all enjoying the content. Hopefully we're going to push forward to 900 YouTube subscribers, because we're only about 20 away, or probably a little bit less than that. Then we can push forward to the big 1,000, which has been my key goal for the last couple of years or few years. So again, a big thank you to each and every one of you, and without you guys, my channel wouldn't be where it is today. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I do have Switch 2 games to showcase as well. So which I don't know if they're going to be popular or not, if people are going to like them or not. So stay tuned for that, which I've already filmed them. So you've got the 2 new Switch games in the Mario Kart World. I can't really unbox that because that's digital. Anyway, I also live stream on Twitch. To find me on there, it's the same name as my YouTube name, just add the number 76. If you're still having trouble finding me, I will leave the link in the description box if you want to follow me on Twitch. I don't have a set schedule when I live stream. This is because of my busy hectic personal life, which is very busy after time and tiring, and also health issues as well. So I don't have a set schedule when I live stream. If there's any copyright material in the streams that I do, I try to export them to YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, on a rare occasion I do live streaming. So it'll be casual gaming, it'll be beat 'em ups, shoot 'em ups, platform games, racing games, sports games, things like that. Even if you do miss the live streams, the streams will be kept up indefinitely, so you can check them out. A few months ago I did 2 birthday streams, you can check that out. Although it would be nice to have some live viewership, I know people are busy working, probably streaming themselves, family, or you're probably in a different time zone as well. So again, the videos will be kept up. So hit the notification bell, and not off chance that I do live stream. And it just leaves me to say, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, please be kind to each other, and I will speak to you again on the next video. Bye for now.